Whenever you're clicking an image, just look for some while aligning the images in an editing software. There are chances that
To stand out and enhance your photography skills through your phone, you need to.
so if you have focus only on your subject.
One pro tip over here is your mobile automatically focuses on the subject, okay? So don't let.
So in this way you have both a vertical and a horizontal image of the same shot. Hello everyone, I'm Radhika. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing great. So recently we've been getting some queries as to share some tips and tricks of how to use your mobile phone camera to take great pictures. Okay, so we will be sharing certain methods, or as we had shared in our previous videos also, certain ways how you can improve your images. Okay, so we have tried them out. You will see how it works, and let us know how you like it. So let's dive right in. We will be sharing 5 main tips as to how you can improve your mobile photography. The first one is how to hold your mobile phone. So generally you must have seen people clicking photos, or you yourself must have taken a photo from your mobile phone with one hand. Okay, so avoid this mistake. Try to use both your hands. Okay, and the second part is go to your settings in your mobile phone and switch on the grid lines option. Okay, that is the second part that you can do. The next thing that you need to do is whenever you're clicking an image, just look for some stable a parallel line or something. Maybe if you're clicking an outdoor image, just see if your grid line is parallel to the ground, or if you have some object maybe a television or something, whatever you're clicking, just see that your grid line is parallel to that line in your grid line. So to demonstrate, you can have a look at how Varun is holding the phone, and he is using the grid line to align his photograph with the object. So you can, however, make these alignment changes, etc., in an editing software, but it's not always preferable. It's better to have your image perfectly aligned in the first go. This actually helps you having your perfect picture in place, and while aligning the images in an editing software, there are chances that your image gets cut in the side, or you may not get that perfect picture. So you can very well use this grid line feature on your phone and help you get the perfectly aligned photos. The next important aspect is the lighting in any photograph. Okay, so as you all are aware, the proper lighting is the main requirement for any great capture. So as you can see in the images, a photo taken even in the basic good room lighting won't look that appealing compared to while using a natural light over here. As you can see, the natural light adds a dramatic effect to the image. So this is up to you guys. I mean, you need to find the right source of lighting, or you can see how you can best use the available source around. If you don't have a soft light or a proper lighting setup at your home, use the natural light to your advantage. So one pro tip out here on lighting is that the source of the light and your camera should not be in the same direction. Okay, try to have a 45-60 degree angle. As you can see in the image, the object, I'm placed in one particular place, the light is coming from one direction, and Varun is clicking the image at another angle, as you can see in the image. So try your best angle and see which one gives out a better dramatic effect.
So the next main thing which I would like to highlight is about the composition of a photo. You can take a normal photo, that's fine. Everybody does that. But if you want to stand out and enhance your photography skills through your phone, you need to have that proper composition in the photo. So as you guys can see right now in the screen, I have taken a photograph of Radhika over here. I would like to highlight 3 main aspects in this image. So the first is you need to have a proper foreground and a background to the image. So foreground is the space that is there before the subject, and background is the space which is there behind the subject. Having this gives a 3D look to the photograph. The second aspect is to have a negative space in the direction where the subject is facing. So if you're taking any candid photograph, you need to have some kind of a negative space in the direction where the subject is looking. So basically you need to have the subject looking into the frame rather than outside the frame. So that's a very important tip. The third aspect is you can keep your subject on the left of the frame. It's not necessary, but you can. That's because your eyes travel from left to right, and if you keep your subject on the left of the frame, it's easy for the viewer to catch hold of the subject over here.
Another important thing is to know when to click a horizontal or a vertical photo, because we've seen this mistake done by many people where you click like you have a big mountain range and you click a vertical photo, and you have like a big water source, a big river out there, and you're at some nice place and you try to click a vertical photo. So understand this is very important, that whenever you're having like a broad landscape, a big area to shoot, use the horizontal mode of your phone. And we totally understand how it works on Insta, and we need a vertical format of photo. People are used to the vertical format, but you can click a horizontal photo and then convert and crop it out to be a vertical one. So in this way you have both a vertical and a horizontal image of the same shot, and nothing gets cropped out. So another important tip is like how to know when to click a horizontal or a vertical shot. Okay, so if you have like focus only on your subject and the subject is the main importance in your image, then go for a vertical one. And if you want to have a capture of your both subject and the background, both are equally important, then you have to go for a horizontal one. And like these landscapes, like a beautiful lake or a mountain range, or something of a broad city landscape or something, then definitely go for a horizontal landscape only.
The next thing which I would like to talk about is about macro photography. Macro photography is that kind of photography wherein you go really close to the subject and the foreground and the background is really blurred. Because of this, it gives a very 3D look to the photograph and your eyes really reach into the photograph. One pro tip over here is your mobile automatically focuses on the subject, okay? So don't let that happen. You can try experimenting with the focus on different parts of the same subject. You never know, you would find something really outstanding than what you were looking for. So try your hands on this.
So that's it for today. Do try out these techniques, and let us know how your pictures come out. And do share in your comments, and you can also message us in our Instagram channel.
Yeah, I guess we are done for the day. So meet you all until the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.